Hi everyone! Today we're making a Shanghainese dish, soy sauce braised pork chops. Soy sauce braising is a hallmark of Shanghainese cuisine. Shanghainese dishes are characterized by its heavy use of soy sauce and a balance between sweetness and saltiness. This dish also goes by the name of green onion braised pork chops. As you might have guessed by its names, soy sauce and green onions are two of the most important ingredients of the dish. Step 1. Tenderize the pork chops. If there's some fat wrapped around the pork chop, you can slit them first. That way it will be easier to pound the meat, and also the meat wouldn't shrink and become tough while cooking. Use a meat tenderizer mullet, beat the meat to break down the tough meat fibers until the pork chops become thinner and slightly expanded in size. Alternatively, you can also use the back of the knife to pound the meat in a cross-hatch pattern. Now we'll start to marinate the pork chops. In a mixing bowl, add the cornstarch, Shaoxing cooking wine, half of the light soy sauce, and 2 eggs. Blend the marinade and add in the tenderized pork chops. Mix them well. Eggs and cornstarch will serve as a tenderizer to the pork chops. They will also add some nice coating once fried. Shaoxing cooking wine helps to take away the slightly gamey flavor of the meat and add some nice aroma of the wine. All the efforts we've made so far, all the pounding and marinating, is to make sure our pork chops will turn out to be tender and juicy. Then let it sit for half an hour. Now moving on to step 3, fry the pork chops. Add some oil to the pan, turn on high heat. We're going to fry the marinated pork chops. Give them another mix to make sure both sides are covered in marinade. When the oil is hot, put in the pork chop. Fry one side for about 30 seconds, then flip and fry the other side for another 30 seconds. When both sides are slightly browned, take it out of the pan. Frying gives the pork chops a beautiful golden brown coating. More importantly, it will help to retain the shape of the pork chops and prevent them from shrinking and becoming dense while cooking. The last step is to braise the pork chops. Cut the green onions into chunks. Heat up some oil in the pan. Throw in the chopped green onions and sizzle them until fragrant. Then add the pork chops, light soy sauce, dark soy sauce, sugar, and submerge them in water. Bring it to boil and simmer for 15 minutes. Then open the lid. On high heat, thicken the broth for about 20 minutes. Once the broth turns into a gravy-like consistency, turn off the heat. It doesn't need to be too condensed because the gravy is super delicious and is the perfect match for plain white rice or noodles. And that's it! The Shanghai-style braised pork chop is finished. The meat is juicy and tender. You can serve it over rice or noodles. Top it with some of those caramelized green onions and gravy we made with the dish. The pork chops strike the right balance between sweet and salty. You can blend the gravy into the rice or noodles and enjoy. I hope you like this recipe and stay tuned for more recipes like this.